Hello guys, this is Sherry from Books and the Library and welcome to my channel. And today we'll be reviewing a book, well, a novel. But before that I want to say sorry to you because I have been inactive in booktube for a few weeks because, well, my school life is so busy since I am a senior high school student now. I will graduate soon, so I hope I hope you will stay here with me. So let's get started. So the book we'll be reviewing today is the translated version of a romance novel by a writer, and it's published in 2017. So if you have been following my Instagram lately, I think you will know what book is it. And do you have any guess what is it? Before I reveal it to you, so take your time to guess. In 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Okay, the book is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. It's the third book of the trilogy and the last one. So it is translated to Indonesian by Penerbit Spring, and the cover is still the same, although the back here is a little bit different because we don't have the violet template in the English version. I have read the English version before, but this is still so good. I still enjoy this and I fell in love with Peter for the second time when I read this all over. Like, God, is it a cool thing to make me fall in love with Peter for the second time? Okay, so let's get to the book. So if you haven't read To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, or maybe you just heard of it, okay, it's a famous book actually. Almost everyone I know have read this if they like romance, because this book genre is sweet romance and it's like a contemporary, so maybe if you love contemporary and sweet romance novels, you will totally love this series. I recommend it for you to read this because it's really good. I really get into the novel. I really feel Lara Jean's on coffee. I really feel the character's life. I really like it goes in my life. Well, but before that, if you don't know the story, I will be telling you a few things about the series. So To All the Boys I've Loved Before was published by Jenny Han. The first book was published like in 2014, if I'm not wrong. I forgot, okay. So it's about Lara Jean Song Coffee, an Asian American girl who is entering high school in the first book, and she got a crush on her neighbor, but actually he is a childhood friend of her. So Lara Jean Song Coffee has a family, and her mother is already died. So she lived with her two sisters, one older sister and one younger sister. So and her sisters and her daddy. So when she entered high school, life began for her, and well, she did has a crush on her neighbor, and unfortunately, the letter she wrote for the boys she ever loved was sent. Magically sent. She didn't know who sent it, but it was sent to every one of them, and one of them who first approached her was one boy named Peter Kavinsky. So this Peter Kavinsky is a popular boy at school, and because he is so handsome, he is so cool and such, you know, the popular guy at school be like, what? And Peter Kavinsky approached Lara Jean and asked about the letter. So Lara Jean was surprised to hear that Peter had the letter, and she didn't believe it. She didn't even know the letters she kept hidden in her hat box could be sent. Like, how could it be sent? Well, I could imagine how awful it is to feel when your secret is leaked to the world, especially to the people you don't want to know. They got on, and at first Lara Jean and Peter's relationship was a fake relationship. And I don't want to tell you how they got on a fake relationship. You have to read that for yourself, okay? So get on and read the series. And so on. They go on and on and on. And as expected, they fell in love, really fell in love. And they got together. And in the second book, they started dating. So what is the third book about? Nah. So let's start talking about the real book I'm gonna be reviewing here, Always and Forever Lara Jean. So Always and Forever Lara Jean is about the senior high schooler Lara Jean. Well, she got into the senior year and she is getting into university. So life is pretty hectic for her, like me. She is getting good grades, she is studying hard. Well, she did everything to get the best grade in school to get into UVA, University of Virginia, with Peter. UVA was a tough school, like a favorite university, so it's hard to get on. And Lara Jean really wanted to get in because Peter was there. Oh no, Peter is already there because he get in with her sports scholarship, and Lara Jean wanted to be with Peter. Well, at least that was what they planned to. They planned to get in the same university, have life together, and well, getting their routines like they usually do. They don't want to get separated once they are in university. So Lara Jean really did work hard for it, but well, do things work like they hope it to be? You have to read this yourself. I don't want to tell you. So let's get into the plot. The plot was really good, and I like the plot that it was like Always and Forever Lara Jean. This series is so well familiar. It's like we get a look on Lara Jean's daily life, so it's really normal in the book. So it really feel like Lara Jean is real, like the Sun Coffee family is real. So that's the point I love most about the book. The plot is really great. It is not boring at all. It is very sweet. The romance is very sweet. Like, look how much I have marked. The quotes that I really like, I marked it here, and you can see how much I like the book since I marked this a lot of this. And the next thing I love about the book is the romance, of course. It's really sweet, as I have said, so it's not too much, it's just enough. But it makes your heart flutter. It makes you screaming happy for them, and you get the real life. Like you were Lara Jean getting on with Peter Kavinsky. Like you were Lara Jean getting on with the most handsome, most popular boy in school, and he's really sweet. Like Lara Jean is the one for her, and she will not be replaced. Oh. The second thing I like about the book is the family thing. Well, this book contains a lot of family thing that might get or it's getting in my heart real deep. Well, the Sun Coffee family is really sweet. If you have read from the first book until the third book, like you grow with them. You really look at them. You really see like Lara Jean seeing Kitty, her little sister, grow bigger and bigger as the book goes on. I really like the family relationship between them. The sisters are really sweet. I want to get sisters like that when I read this book. And Dr. Coffee, Lara Jean's father, is also really understanding. He really understands that Lara Jean, that the sisters don't have their mother anymore, and he really covers for them. He's really sweet. He's like the sweetest daddy I've ever known, the sweetest bookish daddy I've ever known in books, in novels. I really like him. And also, Peter, Lara Jean's boyfriend, really get in the family. He is, through the book, he is close to Lara Jean's family, and I like that about him. I'll be getting into the details of the third book, so if you don't want to get spoiled, please stop here in 3, 2, and 1. Bye. So for you who is still here with me, thank you, and we'll be continuing by the details of this book. So the details I want to tell you about is there is one more person added to the Song Coffee family. And do you know who is the person is? Because if you have read the second book, in the end it is revealed that there will be one more person into the family. Well, I'll let you guess for 3 seconds as usual. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, time's up. So the third person, so the new person added into the family is Trina Rothschild, Miss Rothschild. Okay, so Miss Rothschild, who is Miss Rothschild? Miss Rothschild is their neighbor. A girl, not a girl actually. She had a divorce with her late husband. So now she is alone, and she lives in front of their house. And the sisters and their daddy has known Trina for all their life. Maybe they used to see her in front of their house, well, getting herself a cup of coffee while walking her dog and something in the neighborhood. And now Trina is getting into their life. So finally, after the affair in the second book, Trina and Dr. Coffee finally will get their happily ever after ending. So yeah, they're getting married. So I'm really happy when I read that they're getting married. Okay. Marriage in book is one thing to be happy about for me. It really get into me. And also it's so sweet when Dr. Coffee proposed to Trina. Like, he was so nervous, he was so clumsy, he was just like falling in love again for the second time. And this time he had her daughter and also Peter to help her arranging the proposal. And Trina was so happy. I'm happy with them. And it was so sweet. Like, Dr. Coffee falling in love for the second time. It's really sweet to see. You have to read this for yourself. Oops. I flipped the book. This. So that's the point of the book I like. And the last point of the book I like, the details about it, is Lara Jeans and Peter graduation. If you're Indonesian, try to read the Penerbit Spring translated edition, because the translated edition is still so good. I've been loving Penerbit Spring translated edition novels since I have read one by Sarah Clausen in English and cried, and then I bought the Penerbit Spring one and didn't expect it much, but I read it anyway and I cried for the second time. The translated version was also as good as ever as the English one. The translated version was not strange, it was just all very good, very nice. The translation, I love it very much. Thank you Penerbit Spring for translating what we've been waiting for, the popular books that maybe not non-English readers who can't read in English, but they finally get to read the book from you. I'm very grateful that they finally know Lara Jeans and Coffee. So I think that's it from now. For now. It's getting late in here and I don't want to keep you too long in case you're bored with me. Okay, so I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.